Well, we meet again. Who is ready to do some picking at Goodwill? Now, I have never been to this Goodwill before, so this is a new pick for me as well. I was talking to somebody in the comments below, I think on yesterday's video, and I was saying how, yep, when you go into a thrift store, it's completely unscripted. You never know what you will find. She's beautiful. She is beautiful. Let's give it up for this gorgeous vase here with some really cool gold edging. Very happy with the prices into this thrift store as well. This is a Goodwill. But they're all so different. And what I've learned is I guess they're divided into regions. And so, you know, I go all over depending on which area I'm into. By the way, I looked at this plate and I thought, oh, is that one of the designs that I've had before? That's like part of a collection. It is not. So I left that one there. But yeah, they're all divided into districts and they do different things. They have different policies and different, even rewards programs. So there's that. That teal vase was cool. Purple, that's cool. $2.99. Somebody's initials are at the bottom. Just a really nice studio art piece. I appreciate that. I appreciate that piece, and I appreciate homemade pottery. Squirrel. He's just a squirrel trying to get a nut. Aren't we all? So I'm like, yep. All my nature pieces I've been selling. This was a really good haul because I got to stock up. I really needed to stock up on some like spooky season, Halloween kind of season, Halloweeny season stuff. And you'll see in a little bit that I did come across some really cool pieces. I like this vase here. We'll call it the baby vase. Look at those colors. This was cute too. I debated on getting him $2.99. Just making sure, you know, does he have all his parts? Any chips? Monkeys. This piece I thought was interesting. I did buy a piece in the past. You guys might have been thrifting. I showed it on video, but it was way back when. I used the piece in my store. It was a clock, basically, with the face out of it. But it's this, what would you call this technique? It's just like marbling or something. It's obviously some sort of process that they do in ceramics. I would call it maybe marbled. But I have a clock, and I debated on that bird, but I left him. The monkeys and the unicorn in the back attending the service. Pretty cute. And then we got this cat, magical cat, $2.99. I think it was pink off in here today. I was looking at this guy, debating, like, does he have all his parts? A little spoon rest. Matt found this, and so I looked at it for a moment, and we were like, is that a real Starbucks cup? What's your thoughts? I'm wondering if it might be somebody, like something from Etsy, but it looked like somebody who loved their Starbucks, maybe did it for a, like whether it's a wedding, a Gothic wedding, or just their decor. All right, back to the cat. We're putting the cat and the squirrel in the cart. Ooh, yes. Well, first I looked at this, but yeah. Oh, by the way, invite me over and put a casserole in that thing. That looks yummy, like, you know, that it would hold something yummy. So this kind of looked like a peppermint candy to me, but it also reminded me of a circus. And then I started thinking about how I've got to rewatch the movie Killer Clowns from Outer Space. And it's just a cheesy movie about killer clowns from outer space, and I think I'm going to watch it this week. This, I'm not sure if that was spray painted or not. I put that one back, but then I saw this guy. This is a homemade piece of pottery, or ceramic pottery piece, whatever you call it. Trinket box, that was cute. Picking up lots of those. Okay, all right, come on now. There's kids around us. Come on, be decent. Had to turn his, you know, badonkadonk the other way. He was just being all weird. That was a violin or a cello trinket box. I thought that was cute. Ooh, senior savings. I thought that was a homemade piece, and then I saw the bottom, so it looked like homemade pottery for a second. I do like those jars. I've collected some fun ones along the way. They have so many sayings. And then I saw this piece. Looked like a back box of chocolates. It's Telefloral. And it's $4.99, so it's a little bit more pricey, you know, it's a little more pricey. And I put it back, but you know what? I did not lose that loving feeling, and you'll see me come back to it and open it. I looked at this pumpkin for a second, but I don't know. I'm debating here. Maybe he didn't have a tag. Is that what it was? But I left him there. He seemed to be a modern piece. This piece looked vintage, looked old. Old ceramic. We love the vintage old Halloween decor. And there I am, going back. Could not get this one out of my brain. I'm like, let me just check the inside with my one hand, with my lackey band, as you guys told me. That's the other word for it. Maybe just in Australia, I'm not sure. But we're gonna call them lackey bands. I think I got that right. So I decided to keep this one in the cart. Oh, look at this. Fun, fun pick. All right, we're going back to this guy too, because he's $2.99. And all my fall Halloween-y stuff has been selling. People love it. So you know what? Let's get a few more pieces and stock up right now. I like this guy. I was surprised he was a, I thought he was maybe a pottery piece, like a handmade one. But it had the Kmart sticker. But he also had like some sort of weirdness going on with his eye. Like, I don't know if it got burnt, got too hot in that area. Now these guys, same thing. I swear, I thought that those were like homemade. And actually, if you turn them behind, you'll even see like the drippy glaze on the inside. And I'm like, what? But they have stickers indicating that they came from a mainstream store. So I guess they are. But they were $2.99, and they did have some charm. They definitely had that old ceramic look to them. So I thought, you know what, I can definitely flip these right now for $6 at the very base minimum. I will go for more, but that was just, I felt like a very, very smart move. I was asking Matt what he thought that was down here. It was big, looked like a lantern, so I had to get his help. So I didn't want to hold it in one hand. So yeah, we decided that the top would come off. You'd put your candle inside, whether you do battery operated or a wax candle. And I'm like, don't hold it by the handle. You guys have told me like these break off. So it's got that's always in the back of my mind now anytime I hold anything with a handle, a basket handle or anything like that. So yeah, I thought, you know what, it's got one chip on the top, but hey, I got paint. You see that right there? Would that stop you from getting that lantern? And what was he, $3.99 or something like that? I'm like, yes, that's a nice, significant piece. It looks like a teapot, but it looks like a lantern teapot. Cozy vibes all the way. So you know what? Put that in the cart. I'll just add a little brown to the top, brown and probably some sienna to make it a little orangey color. And put that out on the floor. Boy, what a fun haul. Very colorful. Happy Hallows Eve. I like that. I like the gothic look there. This was cool. Almost got this. See, sometimes when you go to the vase section, the flowers can throw you off because they can be dusty, they can be gross. But if you look beyond the flowers, look what they're actually in. By the way, I see what you're doing back there, cutie patootie. Little soap squirter, a little owl. But yeah, so that was a nice little vase for a couple bucks, and I debated taking that, but I left it today. I think this is a potato masher, a very misbehaving potato masher that does not want to stay still. I haven't had mashed potatoes in so long. I need to make some mashed potatoes. I've been thinking about all the ways I can make potatoes. I bought a whole bag. This was cute right here, and I'm like, I could paint on that. This here, I don't know, that was probably part of a gift thing, but it was all scratched up. This guy had a broken neck. I hope he heals. Donkey. Not amongst the creatures that I generally pick. Okay, we got some Amish decor. We are in Amish country area, so we always do find that on the shelves. Then we have some more toll painted things. Some fruit, you know, I'm not really in the fruit. But this was cool. Dorothy's basket. Oh, Dorothy's basket. There's a creature inside. There's something living in Dorothy's basket. Look at this. See, I told you, creepy children follow Matt everywhere. When Matt's with me, I find the most creepy children. I swear, it's like he is my good luck charm to finding any big-eyed, weird children stuff all the time. This is interesting. Some Ecuador art pieces there. Like, you will find everything on here. You know, it's such a mishmash. Look at these. I have no idea, like, you know, where these originated from, but they're carved bowls. And the wood is beautiful into them. They were $2.99 a piece. What do you think? If you were me, I mean, they're not perfect, but they're beautiful. See, this is what I'm saying. $2.99 at the very minimal. I can double my money at $6. Easy. But you know I'm going to put a little more on those. But it's just like, you should get it. It's a sure pick. So this is somebody I thought was interesting. They obviously took a piece of wood, they grout it, glued on some tiles and grout it and made themselves a little hot plate. You're cute, Mr. Squirrel, but you've got a little Christmas going on, so you just stay there right now. Sunflower. Oh, it was maybe a 1-800 flowers, so it must have been a vase for that. This is some of the old vintage decor. Little outhouse there, and then this is the wooden section, so I always like to have little browse down there too. But I'm definitely gonna go back to these wooden bowls. $2.99 each, but you know I can sell those. You know, if I really wanted to, I could put some beautiful crystals into them and use them for little display bowls, but I think they're so pretty that I'll probably just resell them and let somebody else buy the crystals and buy the bowl to put them into. This caught my attention as well on the way out. I'm like, what are you? Maybe like a decor piece. I possibly will put a candle in there, but I would definitely not light it because that might be that might not be a good thing. All right, so there we go. I have no clue where these are from, but I was very happy to get these, and I'll sell them individually. I will not sell them as a set. So now we're gonna rock and roll and make our way up to the checkout. Again, you never know. But here's the thing. All these things that I get, these randomness, these random things, they just fill out my thrift area to be so unique. And it really is just, you know, eye candy. Pure eye candy.